Today, grade 6, we are going to start our new part of this of the story from page 432 to page 434. Okay, before we start, let's revise together the part that we had last time. I'll ask some question about this part. My first question: what is genre of the story? Juan Verdades. Yes, Abdulrahman Muhammad. Yes, Abdulrahman, I asked you to
It
unmute. Huh?
it it is folk tales.
Yes,
Are stories that has no known author, uh,
yes.
uh, and stories that are told from one to another.
By one generation to the next
So
generation. Yes.
yes,
Thanks so much, Abdurrahman Mohammed. Excellent. The next question that we have: why was Juan Valdez called by Juan Verdades? Yes, Nawar. Sorry, Nawar. I asked you to unmute. Yes, Nawar.
Yes, Mister.
Yes.
Again,
Why was Juan Valdez called by Juan Verdades?
uh,
Hmm. Do you remember?
no.
May I ask another one?
Okay.
Listen to the answer, please. Okay, Ahmed Ihab.
Because he always says the truth and never lie.
Excellent, Ahmed. Because we said an award that because he was so truthful, or because he didn't tell a lie. Thanks so much, Ahmed Ihab. In award, you can meet yourself, please. Okay,
okay.
another question. What was the bet between Don Ignacio and Don Arturo? What was the bet between Don Ignacio and Don Arturo? If you know the answer, raise your hand, please. What was the bet between Don Ignacio and Don Arturo? Yes, Ryan. Ryan, I asked you to unmute Ryan. Yes. Ryan Muhammad. What's the problem? Ryan. Okay, Karim Khalid.
Miss,
Yes. What was the bet between Don Ignacio and Don Arturo?
if
Please, your cam,
if
Karim, please. Your cam.
yes, Miss.
Yes. Huh?
Uh, be- if I don't know his name.
His
I
name
forget it.
Juan Verdades.
What one big dance. If he lie, he will give him the tree.
Not what we want from you. Okay, may I ask another one? You are close, but not. This is not the definite answer. Okay, Mahmoud, huh? Yes.
Because
What was the
uh,
bet again? What was the bet between Don Ignacio and Don Arturo?
that if Don Igna- if Don if Juan Verdad's lie, he will take the El Manzana Real.
And if he didn't tell a lie,
The Don Ignacio will win the bet.
yes, you are right. But not the apple tree also only, but you will take the range of Don Ignacio. If one Verdad is still alive, Don Arthur will take the range of Don Ignacio. But if the opposite happen, Don Ignacio will take the range of Don Arthur. Okay, Mahmoud. Thanks so much. Okay, another question that we talk also about this part. I remember. Ryan, can you hear me?
Yes.
What did Araceli suggested to her father to win the bet?
What did Arsene suggest to her father?
Yes, what was her plan?
To to go to Don Ignacio's house and say to him that his house has a man, and the men are painting the walls with a whitewash.
Yes, well done. Excellent. Yes, thanks so much, Ryan. Okay.
You're welcome.
Today we are going to complete our story for for the new part that we have. We are going to listen together. Please pay attention. Abdurrahman, I play the sound and tell me if you can hear or not. Okay?
Okay.
Of course, Juan knew that
You can hear?
Yes.
Okay. Let's
Yes.
listen together, please.
Okay.
Of course, Juan knew that he was just a worker, and Araceli was the daughter of a wealthy ranchero, so he didn't even dream of asking her to marry him. Still, he couldn't help trying to please her in every way. So one morning when they were talking, Juan said to Araceli, "You're very kind to have fresh coffee and warm food ready for me every morning, and to honor me with the pleasure of your company. Ask me for whatever you want from this ranch. I'll speak to Don Ignacio and see that it's given to you." This
For this part that we'll listen, as we know, Muhammad does fall in love with Araceli, and Araceli did too. For Muhammad does, he couldn't dream to marry Araceli as a just worker, but Araceli is the daughter of a wealthy rancher, a rich rancher. So he couldn't dream to marry her. As we know also in this paragraph, we know that Muhammad does told Araceli as he always every day she brought for him the breakfast. She prepared for him the breakfast. So he asked her to ask for anything that she wants. We know what did she ask from him in the next paragraphs.
is exactly what the girl and her father thought would happen, and she replied just as they had planned. It was the last thing Juan expected to hear. "There's only one thing on this ranch I want," she said. "I'd like to have all the apples from El Manzano Real."
My question here, what did Araceli ask from Juan Verdades? Yes, Muhammad here.
Yes, she said for him that to say that there are men that will
My question
fulfill the
here,
word.
again, I'm talking about this part, Muhammad, for the part that we'll listen together. What did Araceli ask from Juan Verdades?
Um,
When he told her, ask for anything that you want. Huh? What did he ask from her? What did she ask from him?
sh yes, she asked him
Huh? As she said,
marry him.
no, 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 you aren't with us, Muhammad,
Yes, because
here.
I was thinking about the question that you said.
Okay, you aren't with us. Okay, can you listen for this? Can you read this part, Muhammad? Because I know that
Yes.
you weren't with us. Yeah.
Okay. There's only one thing on this ranch. I want. She said,
Who
I would
said?
like to have
Who
all
said?
the apples.
Who said Muhammad
Uh,
Araceli? Yes.
she Araceli. Yes,
Yes. What did she say? Huh?
Araceli.
Yes.
She says that I would like to have all the apples from
In
El Manzano
Mandano,
Real.
Rian. We know this is a royal apple tree. Yes. Yes,
Yes.
Muhammad. So my question here: what did Araceli
Yes, it's
ask?
the royal apple tree.
Yes. What did Araceli ask
I would
from?
like to have all the apples from El Manzo Real.
So we can
Real.
say that she asked from him to have all the apples from a Manzano Rian. Yes, Muhammad. Yes.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Muhammad. Please pay attention to us.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Yes. Now I understand the question that you said
Okay.
before.
Okay. So please think well before you answer. Thanks so much. And let's complete listening. Before we complete listening, do you expect that one Verdades will give or will bring all the apples of Manzano Real and give to Araceli? Would you expect? You said no? Okay, no. Let's listen to know what will happen.
The young man was very surprised and very distressed as well, because he knew he couldn't fulfill her wish. I could never give you that, Juan said. You know how Don Ignacio treasures the fruit of that tree. He might agree to give you a basket of apples, but no more. I would have to take the fruit without permission. And then what would I say to Don Ignacio? I can give you anything else from the ranch, but not what you're asking for.
So at first, as we listened together, that Juan Verdades told her that he couldn't give her this all the apples of Manzano Real, but he can bring only for her just a basket of the apple tree. But let's know what will happen in the next time. As she asked for many times to have all the apples of Mandano. Yeah, let's go on listening.
With that, the conversation ended, and they separated for the day. In the evening, Juan reported to Don Ignacio, and they exchanged the exact words they said every evening. "Good evening, mi capitas," the rancher said. "Good evening, mi patron," replied the foreman. "How goes it with my cattle and land? Your cattle are healthy, your pastures are green. And the fruit of El Manzano Real? The fruit is fat and ripening well." The next morning, Juan and Araceli met again. As they sipped their coffee together, Juan said, "I truly would like to repay you for the kindness you've shown me. There must be something on this ranch you would like. Tell me what it is. I'll see that it's given to you." But again Araceli replied, "There's only one thing on this ranch I want, the apples from El Manzano Real." Each day they repeated the conversation. Araceli asked for the same thing, and Juan said he couldn't give it to her. But each day Juan was falling more hopelessly in love with Araceli. Finally, just the day before the 2 weeks of the bet would have ended, the foreman gave in. He said he would go pick the apples right then and bring them to the girl. Juan hitched up a wagon and drove to the apple tree. He picked every single apple and delivered the wagon load of fruit to Araceli. She thanked him very warmly, and his spirits rose for a moment. But as he mounted his horse to leave, they sank once again. Juan rode away alone, lost in his thoughts, and Araceli hurried off to tell her father.
So my question here: what did Juan Verdades do when Araceli asked all the apples of Mandano Real? Yes, Adam.
Yes, mister.
What did Juan Verdades do when Araceli asked all the apples of Mandano Real?
When she asked him for a lot of times, he gave all
At
the apples.
first, we can say at first he couldn't.
At first,
Yes, he
at
couldn't, or he
first he
refused her
couldn't.
request. Yes.
Yes, he
Then
refused his request.
her request.
Then,
Yes.
when the then at the end, before the 2 weeks were about to end,
Yes.
he accepted and he brought every single apple from the apple tree.
Excellent. Then.
All
So
from Manzano Real.
and put them in a wagon. Yes.
Manzano Real.
Yes. He collected them in a wagon and gave this wagon loaded to Araceli.
Yes.
Yes. Thanks so much, Adam. Thanks so much. Well done. Suppose this is a part that we are required to focus together for today. Now we are going to discuss together about some questions, and if you have time, you are going to read. Okay, are you ready? The same question that we discussed together in our session. Okay, I'll make slideshow for the question to discuss together. Just what did our city ask $100 to bring? You can answer, raise your hand, please. I'd like someone who didn't participate with me before. So I can ask Ali Amr. Yes. Ali Amr. Yes, Ali. Yes, Ali, huh? Ali, I can't hear you. You can remove the mic and connect again because I can't hear you. Ali, can you answer? Ali? Yes, Ali, I ask you to unmute. Ali, okay, may I ask another one? Moise Henny?
Yes.
Yes, Moise. Huh?
What did Ursula ask Juan Verdades to bring?
Yes.
All the apples of the manzano real.
Of in Manzano Real. Yes, well done. So we can say that. Can you read the answer? Huh?
Yes. She asked him to bring all the apples of el manzano real.
Excellent, Moise. Thanks so much.
Okay. You're
You can
welcome.
mute yourself. The second question that we have today, I can ask another one to answer. Muhammad Bahir. Muhammad Bahir.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
The second question that we have, I can show you this question for you. Sorry. What did can you read the question?
What did Juan Verdades do when Arcelia asked
Again,
him?
Muhammad the name we said Juan Verdades.
Juan Verdades do when Arcelia asked for all the apples of El Manzano Real?
Yes.
Um, he said to her that he can't bring all the apples to her.
So
He
at
could bring
first,
for her
at first he
at
told her
first
that he couldn't bring all of them. Yes.
all of the apples of Al Manzana Real. He could
Yes.
only bring a basket, no
Yes.
more. But
Yes.
after she kept asking him the same question, he
Yes.
accepted and brought her all the apples of Al Manzana Real.
Yes, he brought a wagon and put all the apples of Mandan Real in this wagon. Yes, and gave to
Yes,
Aransari.
and give
Excellent,
it to
Muhammad.
Arcila.
Yes, can you read the answer, please? Huh?
At first, he told her that he couldn't. Then
Yes.
he brought a wagon and picked every single apple and delivered the wagon load of fruit to Araceli.
Thanks so much, Muhammad. Ben. These are the questions that we have today. I hope that you understood this part of the story. Do you have any question? We are going to read now. Before I move, do you have any question? I open the mic for you. Just wait. Do you have any question about this part?
No.
You
I want to
understood
read.
it?
Mister.
You
No, mister.
understood?
I want to
Okay.
read.
I want to read.
Hi, mister. I
Yes.
want to.
Okay, you are going to
No.
read, but please lower your hand to ask one by one, please. Lower your hand at first.
Okay, mister.
Okay.
Here.
Adam, stop playing this, Adam. Adam, stop playing. Okay. Yes, this part. Yesterday we stopped where last time. Sorry, last time we stopped in this page. We finished this one, I think. We can start from this part. Okay. Adam, can you start reading? Adam.
Yes.
Okay. Your cam must be on, all of you, please. Your cam must be on.
Start from page 431 or 430.
30, okay. 30.
The other ranchers laughed when they heard that. Ho, 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 Don Arturo, they said. Now we will see just how sure
Again,
you
again,
are.
again, this one. The other
The
ranchers.
other ranchers laughed when they heard that. Ho, 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 ho,
No,
ho,
no. Ho, ho, Don Arturo.
Ho ho, Don Arturo, they said. Now we'll see just how sure you are that you're right. As sure as I am from my own name, said our Don Arturo. I accept the bet. Don Ignacio, but you must allow me the freedom to try anything I wish. The two friends shook hands, and the other men in the group agreed to serve as witnesses to the bet.
Thanks so much, Adam. Adham Assam. Yes, Adham.
Yes,
Yes, community reading. Please, your cam must be on.
I will open this 1 minute. No, you see my cam?
No, no, can't see.
Oh.
You mute yourself. Why, Adam? Yes, Adam. Can you read now?
Yes.
Yes, Adam.
The gathering broke up, and
The gathering broke up. Yes. Huh?
Don Arturo and Don Ignacio rode confidently away toward the ranches. But as Don Arturo rode along thinking of what he had just done, he no longer felt so sure of himself. When he arrived home and told his wife and daughter about the bet, his wife began to cry. What will we do when we lose our ranch? She sobbed, and Don Arturo began to think he had a terrible mistake.
He had made a terrible mistake. Yes. Thanks so much,
Yes.
Adam. Thanks so much. We can ask another one who don't participate with us.
Mute myself.
Yes, yes, Adam. You can mute yourself. Mu'min Ayman.
Yes, now the page 431.
Yes, please open your cam. Yes, turn on. Sorry.
Oh.
Yes, turn on your
But
cam.
his daughter name was Arcely, and who was very bright and lively young woman.
Lively.
Just loved and
lively young woman.
Lively.
Yes.
And young woman just loved and said, "Don't worry, Mama. We are not going to lose our ranch." Arcely suggested to her father that he make
Araceli suggested
to her father that he make up some excuse for them all to spend the next 2 weeks at Don
Ignacio.
What is this?
Don Ignacio's again.
Ignacio house.
Ignacio's house.
Ignacio's.
Listen, Mu'min, listen to me. As we said for letter C, if the letter C followed by I, E, Y, we produce a sound like C. Sa. So I said Don Ignacio. Can you say again?
Ignacio's house.
Yes.
If for them all, if we are staying on Don Ignacio's, staying on
yes.
Don Ignacio's ranch, she said, we will surely discover a way to come out the winners. The next day, Don.
The winners. Thanks so much, Mu'min. Thanks so much. You can ask another one to complete reading. Muhammad here. Your cam must be on.
Yes, Mr. But when I open the cam,
yes,
I can't hear you.
Okay. You can complete reading.
Yes. Wait.
The next day.
The next day, Don Arturo rode to down
Don again. Don Arturo. Yes.
Arturo rode to down Ignacio Ranch and told his friend, "My men are mending the walls of my house and giving them a fresh coat of whitewash. It would be more convenient for my family to be away." Could my wife and daughter and I stay at your house for a while? Of course, my friend. Don Ignacio answered. Feel perfectly free.
Thanks so much, Muhammad. You here? Thanks so much. Okay. Where is Ryan? I don't see Ryan. Yes, Ryan, complete reading.
Yes, Mr.
Yes. Is that afternoon?
That afternoon, yes, that afternoon, Don Arthur and his family. Don Arthur and his family moved into Don Ignacio's house, and the next morning, Araceli rose at dawn, as she always did at home, and went to the ranch kitchen to prepare coffee. The foreman, Juan Verdades, was already there, drinking a cup of coffee. He had made for himself, and he had made coffee. He had made for himself,
Coffee
and
he
eating
had made. Yes,
yes, and eating a breakfast of leftover tortillas. She smiled at him, and he greeted her politely. Buenos dias, señorita. And then he finished his simple
as I
breakfast.
said, this
And
means
when
good morning, young lady, or good morning, miss. Okay. And then,
yes, that night, and then he finished his simple breakfast and went off to begin his day's work.
thanks, Ryan. Thanks so much. You can mute yourself.
You're welcome.
Okay. And yes, Mahmoud.
That night, Don Arturo and his daughter made up a plan. Araceli rose before dawn, prepare coffee and fresh tortillas for the foreman. She smiled sweetly as she offered them to Juan. He returned her smile and thanked her very kindly. Each morning she did the same thing, and Juan Verdades began to fall in love with Araceli, which was just the girl and her father
Just what the girl and their
expected.
father expected. Thanks so much, Mahmoud. We can ask another one to complete reading. Is the one who don't participate with us today. Ali Muhammad. Ali Muhammad.
Yes, mister.
Is your cam, Ali, please? Can you
Yes.
make it on, please?
Yes, mister.
Yes, Ali.
Yes. Can
Okay,
you see me,
I try. No.
mister?
No, I can't see you now. Yes, now it's okay. Okay, can you
Okay.
read? Sorry.
What
Araceli?
Araceli hadn't expected,
Again, what Araceli?
Araceli had Araceli hadn't expected was that she began to fall in love with Juan Verde too and
Verdades.
looked
Juan
forward
again.
to
Juan
as
Verdades.
Juan Verde
Yes.
too and looked forward to getting up early every morning just to be alone with him. She even began to wish she might end up marrying the handsome young forceman Arcely.
Foreman. Foreman,
Foreman
as we said, means the leader of the workers. Okay. Yes, Araceli.
Araceli continued to work on the plan she and her father had made, but she now had a plan of her own as well.
But she now had a plan of her own as well. Thanks so
Yes.
much, Ali Muhammad. You can ask another one who don't. Yes, Ahmed Ihab. Ahmed Ihab. The next page.
Yes, miss. Of course, John knew what he was
Again.
that
The name again. We said Juan. Juan because it's a Spanish name. Okay, Juan. Yes, of
Okay.
course.
Of course, Juan knew that he was just
Can we listen
a,
together? Read the name. Can we listen the name again?
Of course, Juan knew that he was just
Okay, Juan. Huh,
of
read.
course, Juan knew that he was just a worker and Arceli was the daughter of a wealthy ranchero. So he didn't even dream of asking her to marry him. Still, he couldn't help trying to please her in every way. So one morning when they were talking, Joan said to Arceli, "You're very kind to have fresh coffee and warm food ready for me every morning, and to honor me with the pleasure of your company.
Your
Ask
company.
me for Ask
Yes.
me for whatever you want from this ranch. I'll speak to Don Ignacio and see that it's given to you."
Thanks so much, Ahmed. Yes, for the one who's chatting. Ali Amr. Okay, Ali, I know your problem. Okay, thanks, Ali Amr. I know your problem. Okay, Nawar, can you complete reading? Nawar, Nawar,
Yes, mister.
where are you, Nawar? I asked for many times. Turn on your cam, please.
Okay. Yes, mister.
Ali Muhammad, your cam must be on, please. Ali Muhammad, your cam must be on. Yes, Nawar. Huh. Complete reading.
This is exactly what the girl and her father thought all would happen. And she rebelled just
Thought,
as
thought
they
would,
had
what
planned.
would happen? Thought
It
would
was
happen.
the
Yes.
last thought would happen. And
Yes.
she replied just as they had planned. It was the last thing
Planned.
John
Had.
expected
Nawar had
planned.
planned. Huh.
planned. It was the last thing John expected to hear. There is only one
Here,
thing
again,
on this
again,
ranch
again,
I want
Nawar again. It was the last thing one expected to hear. Okay. Can you repeat
to
again
hear.
this one? Huh?
It was the last thing just expected to hear.
Yes.
There is only one thing on this ranch I want, she said. I
Yes.
I would like
I'd
to
like,
have I would like to
I'd
have
like, again, I'd like,
I would like to
not I
have
would, because it's short form, okay? I'd like,
I do I would like I would like to have all the apples from Il Manzano real. Il
Manzano
Manzano
Real.
real.
Thanks so much, Nawar. We can ask another one to
Thank you.
communicate with us. We have, I think we have only 1 minute.
Uh,
Okay,
yes,
where
we have
is,
1 minute.
okay, so we read. Okay, Abdurrahman. Huh.
Yes, miss.
Yes, Abdurrahman, complete reading.
The,
The
the
young
young
man.
man was very the young man was very surprised and very distressed as well because he knew he couldn't fulfill her
Sorry,
wish.
Mr.
I
Yasser
couldn't.
join us. Thanks so much, Abdurrahman. You can start next time, reading next time, inshallah. Okay. Mr. Yasser, you are those now. Mr. Yasser,
Okay, Mr. Hamada, thank you.
you are with
Thank
us.
you, Mr. Hamada.